I've been waiting on a drummer to kick off a comeback song. I've been waiting in the wings like a dog on a chain. I can feel this fire building up a little while, and when check the wire, sure enough, it's live, and try to stop it, but I can't. It's calling my name. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of
finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you are with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. Off we go from Landover. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be backed up now to start this drive. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. Near the goal line, it's Purdy. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Niners first down. Off the play fake, Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Set to go now on first and 10. Again in the air for Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 43, it's second and 3. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He's got that complete to Justin. He's going to be out of bounds but he's got the first down, and they are going to set up from the 7-yard line.
San Francisco.
Back to the air again is Purdy. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and goal. It's Purdy. And this will be caught right sideline, but no, out of bounds. The official says incomplete. Receiver could not get both feet down. That's going to bring up 4th down. Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Niners will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The return, it's Antonio Gibson. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
On 2nd down, Purdy. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Now Purdy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
These are the situations where as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Into the 2nd down, past the 15. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare to stop.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down. Working out of a gun, it's Daniels. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt down the right sideline. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
49-yard gain.
1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. The Niners have the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and
Okay, ready? It is 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 70 Rangers. 70 Timberwolves.
Krosky Merritt to run again, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We're trying to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6.
Come on. Hey. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Daniel Carlson
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. That one is good. And the Commanders will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
You look underneath here for McCaffrey. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So
that'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down. Back to the air is Purdy. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
4 yards.
His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5.
Here's Purdy again, throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers take a 10-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready? A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. He'll it forward for maybe a yard. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
The 37-yard line. A gain of 2. brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Come on.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Michael Williams in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cowboy.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Daniels now on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? 60 by 60.
Run over at center. That's Krosky Merritt. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Daniels. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
That's good for a Commander's 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Daniels. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Michael Williams in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Get it.
On the give, Krosky Merritt. And he'll get forward for a couple. Alfred Collins there to bring him down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
The mind is out of bounds. It's telling you that you check about thoughts and memories that's had overseas. You feel alive like you can.
3rd and long.
Here we go. Set. 19 Charger. 19 Pioneer. Ready.
Throwing now. Daniels. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential. Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Get set. Go. Run around, son.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. This from 40 yards out. That one joints off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Somebody got a boy, I know. Somebody got a boy, I tell the G. Watch.
On the set. Cougar 19.
On first down, Daniel. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Let's go now. Craft all 80. Cap 60. Cap 60.
Daniels to throw on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long.
Come on. Set. Let's go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. Throwing on first down is Purdy. Shaheed with the catch. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
A gain of 10 yards. And the 49er, first down.
First and 10. Purdy. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On the return, here comes Gibson. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Start the drive with Crosby Merritt. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Viking 18. Steady.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Ready.
To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And it winds up a very solid return as he gets it up past the 30.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Get set, get set.
A first down throw for Purdy. This one is caught by Turpin. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 1. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I would only want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. It's 2nd down. Play fake. Now it's Purdy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. They get 25 on that connection. First down, 49ers.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, 49ers.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set, get set.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. First down throw there is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone yet again. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
The kick is good.
Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
60, Mustang 19. Go.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
7 yards.
That's good for 27 and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready, break. Let's go now.
Throwing is Daniel. A screen set up for Krusky Merrick, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's a third down and 4.
79 Broncos. Hey, check that. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hey.
Throwing again, Daniel. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? Something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Ready.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
Commanders first down.
18,
First
pioneer.
and 10 at the
Panther
24-yard
11,
line.
Panther 11.
Daniels going to throw again. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end.
Okay, ready?
Try again. It's second and 10.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check out.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
The line of scrimmage.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
It is third and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration ends up in a...
That one. Jalen Lee. Touchdown, Commanders. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see him line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Room to run past midfield. He's inside the 30. And he will score again. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Williams. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Has caught. That's Lane. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
79 Broncos, 19 Tiger, not ready.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He'll air one out for Palmer. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick, 60, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Even in the air, here's Daniels. His pass, caught. It's Chigokonkwo. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's another Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Seven Pirates.
To the air again is Daniels. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down. 1st and goal.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
Ready?
They'll run with Krosky Merritt. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
So now Daniels and the Commanders offense going to go for two.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point.
They're going to try to run it in. And he goes down back at the 4-yard line. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. Here's Purdy. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 40. And the 49er first down. A gain of 40 yards.
To throw on first down is Purdy. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 11-yard line.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field by the time he let it go.
And now he loses the football. He gets free. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points. Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
41. Commanders 24. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
card, Cup 19, Cup 19, go!
They'll go play action here with Daniels. He'll air one out for Palmer. And this will be incomplete.
Well, it's late, you're losing, things really haven't gone your way all day today, and there's really not much left to do other than to try to take some big shots downfield. That time the coverage is really good and just falls incomplete.
Mustang 19.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. Again, working deep downfield. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
Here we go. Vikings, Warriors 70. Let go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
First down.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
First and 10 for Purdy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
I gotta be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball, given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
75th, press all 80.
He'll run. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. They come up for second and 2.
Buffalo 18. You're not. 19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Body of the
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Ha! 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever, before Christians came in America, even better.